Do you know anybody that has seizures, cancer, inflammation, struggling with symptoms from chemo, depression, anxiety? I bet we all know somebody in that circumstance of some type. The follow-up question is, have you ever heard of CBD oil? CBD oil. Listen, I'm always looking at alternative medicines, nature's cures, what exists out there. And I heard about a little girl named Charlotte, existed in Colorado. Charlotte, at only 3 months old, had her first seizure. By the age of 2 years old, she was having hundreds of seizures a month. At the age of 3, she was peaking out at having about 300 grand mal seizures a week. 300 seizures a week. She could no longer walk. She could no longer talk. She could hardly ever even eat. Her heart stopped multiple times. Doctors were struggling to keep her alive. She had a symptom that was called, or a disease called Dravet syndrome. Basically, it's like incurable epileptic seizures. And there's no medication that even helps. No medication that even reduces the number of seizures that you're going to have. There's nothing on the current market today that has any help for that at all. This is about the same time that Colorado was approving medical use of marijuana. And they tried to get her a medical card, but it took an arm and a leg, because at only 3 or 4 years old, why would they approve such a little girl for use of medical marijuana? But there also happened to be these brothers in Colorado who grew a strain of marijuana that actually had no THC, virtually no THC, and but extremely high in CBD. To understand what that means is there's about 60 different what they call cannabinoids in marijuana. They have all different healing properties and benefits and effects in them. The two most common are THC and CBD. THC happens to be the only psychoactive ingredient in marijuana. All the rest are non-psychoactive, which means they don't give you any high. There's no feeling associated to it that is actually psychoactive. So they gave Charlotte a drop on a cracker. They came up with the right dosage eventually, but just a drop on a cracker. And she went a week without a single seizure from having 300 a week. Thinking it was a coincidence, but couldn't deny the fact. They continued to give her the medicine. A medicine that does not get her high in any way, shape, or form, and only has healing benefits. Now at the age of 6, she lives a long, full life. She's going to live a long, full life. She maybe has 3 to 4 seizures a month. And she takes a medicine that is only really approved in a few states right now. 15 states have now passed cannabinoid laws allowing CBD to be illegal because it is still a class 1 drug federally. But it can be commercially grown from hemp. It's grown from marijuana. And there are some rare strains of marijuana that no longer have THC but have high other cannabinoids that have healing properties and benefits. At some point we have to realize and drop the stigma that marijuana is only about getting high, and realize we have one of the most commercially available products that could absolutely destroy industries. It grows 4 times faster than trees and produces 4 times more yield on paper. It has medicinal properties that are phenomenal. They used it to help clean up after Chernobyl because it can help pull nuclear waste out of the ground. And it's illegal because we used to use it for immigration control because Mexicans used to smoke marijuana cigarettes. That was the reason why we made it illegal. Look, I really don't care if they make recreational marijuana legal or not. But to deny children like Charlotte medicine, and then Charlotte is not the only case. To deny them for any reason of a strain of marijuana that you can grow now that doesn't get somebody high, that's a criminal act. So I encourage you to reach out and support these coalitions pushing for medical marijuana, because there's a damn good reason for it. And we have just scratched the surface on some of the healing properties of marijuana. Not to get people high, to heal and save their lives. If you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. Be open-minded about what is out there, because I believe there's an answer to every disease in some food somewhere. Have a blessed day.